Our Lumenok F is designed to work in small diameter shafts like the VAP from Victory, the Injection from Easton, and there's some others out there with that same 165 ID. Its design is a little bit different because since the inside diameter of the shaft is almost the same size as the battery that we use, there's no place to put a battery holder. So we've developed a method whereby we glue a very lightweight plug, a cork, into the shaft, and then we set a contact spring on top of that, and then we install our Lumenok F in those arrows. The arrows are prepared in much the same way with regard to the square end surface. And beyond that, we have to glue in a plug. I'm going to show you how to glue that plug in. First, you'll have to get a plug kit. Our part number on that is the LFPK, and you can get that directly from us or through most of our retailers. The Lumenok F plug kit is designed to service a dozen shafts. It comes with conical springs, cork plugs, a depth setting tool, the proper glue, and a cleaning tool as well. When you're preparing to install your Lumenok F in your small diameter shafts, I always like to suggest to people to square the end of the shaft, make sure that they've got conductive carbon exposed to the contacts. I always like to start with clear shafts that I can see through. What this lets me do is gauge how much glue I put in. Now, the glue that we package with this comes in a bullet tube, and if you'll just cut off the very end of it, you'll be able to insert that further down in the shaft, and that's going to keep the glue off your fingers. Important. Just cut off the very tip of the glue. And then you're going to insert that fully in the shaft, give it a little squeeze, and look down in the shaft. And what you're going to want to do is put enough glue in that you can't see through the shaft. Don't go overboard. You just need to have glue all the way around. Then you're going to select one of your corks from the kit, and you're going to put it in the shaft, and you're going to push it and twist it until it's flush with the end of your shaft. Then you're going to take your insert tool, your depth tool that's included in the kit, set it on the cork and push it all the way in the shaft until it stops. At that point, you're going to set all these shafts on the knock end and give them 6 to 8 hours to dry. That's going to ensure that the cork won't move. And the next step is to put the little conical spring in on top of that. Well, before I do that, I always like to use this wire tool that we include to reach down in there to the top of the cork and spin it. What this is going to do is make sure that there's not going to be any glue where that conical spring sits. We're going to make great contact with the inside of the shaft and the battery. Now you're going to take that conical spring and you're going to put it in large end towards the cork. So the small end will touch the end of your battery. You're going to put it in there, and you're going to push it all the way in with the same tool. Push it right down until it touches the top of that cork. And then, when you install your Lumenok F, and that's the next step, it's going to push in all the way and light. Just like that. To turn it off, grasp the shaft and push it back. On every shot, that is going to light. And that's our Lumenok F for the Victory VAP arrows, the Easton Injection arrows.